Hey everybody, and we are back for what will presumably be the last part of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Got a little bit over an hour left to go. I'm very tired, and like you guys have seen, I've had to go and take a couple of lay down breaks, deal with some of this stuff. So you guys are getting a chance to kind of see on camera. Excuse me. Sort of the process of me wearing out, which I've kind of talked about a lot, but I try to not show very often. So it's kind of weird, but I'm trying to push through to watch the whole thing because I really want to see the whole thing and want to share the content with you guys. So we can do it. We can do it. And hopefully my decompensation won't be too terrible. So just about an hour left to go. I'm curious to see how this all wraps up. So far, I've been really enjoying it. Much more than I did the original theatrical release. So let's see the conclusion. Here we go.
You really you?
I'm really me, Ma. Listen, Mom. They wanted me back for a reason. I need to find out why. Flight is its nature. Yours too.
He'll be here, Alfred, I know it.
What makes you so sure?
Safe, Alfred. Safe.
I don't know why he's getting to me so much. Like, just they've done a good job of doing it so that like even someone like Batman,
Prepare for his
Just that-
arrival.
faith that he has in Superman.
My redemption is
Oh,
nigh.
come here, baby. Come on. You come.
They will stumble. They will fall.
You're gonna have to make a choice.
They will join you in the sun down.
Choice of whether to stand proud in front of the human race or not.
You will help them accomplish wonders. All the hopes and dreams of Krypton live in you now.
I'm so proud of you, son.
Your mother and I loved you.
Your mother and I knew you would change the world.
Your heart was tested,
I know it's been hard, Clark.
but you gave hope to their world.
You need to show them who you are.
Love them, Cal. The way we loved you.
Fly, son. It's time.
Cat fur. It's alright, baby. Huh?
I'm assuming you're Alfred. Master Kent. You said you'd come. Now let's hope you're not too late. Dark side. Not impressed.
Shit.
It's too late. Oh no. He's here.
Oh, he turns back time. That's right. He's gonna turn back time.
Okay, just gotta go faster than the speed of light, far beyond the speed of light. Gotta break the rule barrier. You've got to do it now. Dad. Whatever happens, I want you to know. Your kid was one of them, Dad. One of the best of the best. It's all right now. I'm not broken. And I'm not alone.
Chopped his head right off? That's right, Diana. Woo! Woo! Barry's just so happy.
Not as a scientist, as a father. Your father twice over. I brought you into the world and back to it. You can't imagine how proud I am of who you are, have always been. So many years with you, I wasted so many wrongs I've left unrighted. Everything breaks, Victor. Everything changes. Now's your time, Victor. To rise.
Thank you is not enough what you did. I did a mistake, that's all. How did you get the house back from the bank?
Bought the bank.
I bought the bank. Congratulations, by the way.
Do this. Be this. The man I never was. The hero you are. Take your place among the brave ones. The ones that were, that are yet to be. The time is now.
What the?
Ah, there he is. Welcome aboard. Care for a glass of Goût de Diamant? I was just celebrating God's return out of the ground and back up into the sky.
I heard you were a few clowns short of a circus.
I was. Thank you. Until the good doctors at Arkham helped me find some much needed clarity. Now, you volunteered to destroy the bat free of charge. Why the pro bono work?
It's personal.
Ah, let me guess. An eye for an eye.
What am I looking at right now?
Let him come. Let the bastard come. I'll stab this through his heart for what he did, Arthur. I want to make him pay.
I understand how you feel, Mira.
You have no idea how I feel.
But we have to stick to the plan to have any chance to make this right. And the mother? Be very careful with the next thing you say. Living it up for the sun.
Oh my god.
Isn't that right? Batman. I swear to God, before what, Bruce? Kill me? You won't kill me. You need me. You need me to help you undo this world you created by letting her die. Poor Lois. How she suffered so.
Evil Superman. Actual injustice?
I often wonder,
This was going down the injustice
how many
road?
alternate timelines do you destroy the world because, frankly, you don't have the cojones to die yourself? So as usual, I'll be the...
You would talk about people who died in my arms. Because when I held Harley Quinn and she was bleeding and dying, she begged me with her last breath that when I killed you, and make no mistake, I will fucking kill you, that I do it slow. I'm gonna honor that promise.
Yep, it is. It's Dark Superman. Oh! So that...
Well, I'll be in touch. Oh, and some call me the Martian Manhunter.
Alright guys, well it's been a long journey watching this. I'm kind of blown away by how different everything is here. I mean, it's like a totally different story. Okay, I'll just start by saying I definitely think this was far superior in every way, basically. Um, it's still got some issues that kind of align with the Zack Snyderverse as a whole. But as I kind of said repeatedly throughout this whole viewing experience, one thing is that not only is there an actual story for some of these characters now when there wasn't in the other version, but you can actually, like, it's actually moving the build up to Clark coming back to life and to bring back Superman and the faith that Batman now has in him after what he used to feel, which was the complete opposite. So it's that much more impactful, and it's, to me, significantly more impactful when he actually comes back at the end and joins in the fight. The moments for Victor and Barry were much more impactful since they were real characters with real stories. All the extra stuff with the Amazons, great. I loved that addition. I think it was much better with keeping the more darker tone, even though I know that they kind of felt like they wanted to get away from that. And I actually do think that this movie is more lighthearted than Batman versus Superman and has more like trending in that direction, but not so far that it was kind of ridiculous in the way that the theatrical version was, because it seemed so completely out of touch with everything else that had come before. I'm mostly just kind of blown away by everything that's happening in the ending parts. First of all, and Darkseid obviously is inclusion made the story considerably more interesting. They had the whole like historical backstory of the ancestors of these different groups fighting against him and stopping him. That was interesting. And then that sets up the build up to him eventually coming back. But I'm super curious about all this stuff. So Martian Manhunter's there. He's going to speak to Lois in disguise. He's looking into Lois. There's all this talk about Lois actually having some significant role beyond being the woman Superman loves and helping him come back to himself. Both Victor and Bruce have these kind of premonition nightmare things about a timeline where Superman basically goes evil and they are fighting against him, apparently in cooperation with some of the current bad guys, and some of our Justice League end up clearly dead in this process, and so I assume, in Victor's vision, it was that Darkseid comes, seemingly Lois has died, and somehow that leads to Clark basically just becoming like this evil Superman, dark Superman. So it kind of takes on like an Injustice-y turn, which is super interesting to me. Like, that would be a really interesting way. So now I'm just super curious, like, what is actually going to happen now? Are they actually going to bring back this kind of the Snyderverse, the idea, the direction they were going to go? Because they were completely shelving it and changing the story, maybe going to have a completely different Superman in the future. Obviously, they have the Robert Pattinson Batman movie coming out instead. They kind of broke off in their own direction with the Aquaman and Wonder Woman stuff. I don't see Cyborg coming back with the issues that the studio has had with the actor speaking out. So then it's kind of sad, right? Because if none of that comes back, it does seem like it actually had like a lot of potential there with how it was left. So if only they had actually been able to tell this story to begin with, and it hadn't become what it did in the theatrical version, and the whole kind of universe idea gets shelved. So that's kind of sad. I guess it's just gonna live on in the Injustice Games storyline. And speaking of which, I'm gonna be hanging out later because Losty Girl's gonna play the storyline to Injustice 2, and that whole thing made me want to play Injustice 2, so that'll be fun. But yeah, alright. Well, I'm glad that I watched it. I'm glad that I powered through. After this, I'm gonna go lay down and probably fall asleep for a few hours before I go through and edit all of this, but I think this was considerably better, and I'm glad that they did this. So, hope you guys enjoyed it too. Thanks for sticking around with me through my health issues and exhaustion and this long process. And hopefully I'll see you soon for more reactions. Bye.